West. Salute to everybody. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversation. Let's hit that like button on your way in. Go tell a friend. Matter of fact, share with your friends. Tell them you here with the Kiwe pop star, Yael, and the Don, Duke Sims. For show. Yeah.
Man, what's the deal? Hey man, it's a lot been going on, but guess what? We standing strong with all the controversy and things that's going on out here, man. We are staying on course. We on Clubhouse right now, man. Salute to everybody on Clubhouse. Salute to the minds that's on their job, and salute to the goo. And if you're on stage right now, make sure you share the room 3 times so in the hallway we can get that shine. Man, we on YouTube live right now, man. Salute to the chat. You already know that's where it's at. Salute to the Blue Wrench mob that is always on their job. And if you knew a friend that told a friend to tap in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, man, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all on one of the hottest lives on YouTube. You sitting with Deuce M's, the Don, and Yael, the Kiwe pop star, the voices of the culture and the West Coast. Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Show you right. I'm going to call y'all back. Salute Big T. What you mean Adam 16 would have? If you don't knock it off, man, no, that's what he said. We're going to get to the content. He think I'm capping, man. He must not have heard the clip. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding what he said. Live haven't started, people already getting out. What Sherm do, he barely here. Renegade Duchess, salute. I got time today. All right. Selena, salute to all. Welcome to Damu and Kiwe Conversations. Make sure you hit that like button as you enter. Kid the Barber, salute to everybody in the chat. Man, I got a 6 o'clock haircut and a 7 o'clock. I won't be able to comment much, but I'll be listening. But listen, Kid the Barber, you got to get that chalupa. And we appreciate the fact that you listening. We probably on the big screen in your barbershop. And we appreciate that also while you listen. But we still ain't told us the name of your barbershop because we going to shout you out, man. We going to make sure we give a drop to your barbershop for your consistent support. Y'all don't know how much we appreciate the support of all of y'all and especially our team, man. They call us the Dream Team, a dose of reality TV, Scandalous Los Angeles TV. I'm going to call y'all back. Yael, Do Sims, shout out to Smoked Out TV, Dice Media, Fam West TV, and everybody else who's been supporting the team. Kingdom 12, just letting Day Clown Sherm know I'm taking his wife tonight, homie. Damn, De Niro Jones, they trying to break up happy homes around this funky joint, man. You know what I'm saying? But look, hit that like button. Y'all slow, make these likes make sense. No jumpers, Adam 22. I would have wore a wire on Big U. Damn. A nigga's talking about he would have wore, not a nigga, a mountaineer, saying he would have wore a wire on Big U. Hey, one thing for sure, man, these mountaineers really hate draws. But salute to him, Mastermind Rap 100. Salute. Cinema Contrast, New York City, Active Chucks. What up from the east side of New York? Hey, shout out to the east side of NY. You know what I'm saying? Cinema Contrast, New York City. YNW Ludamari. What up, youngster? Check your DM, Do Sims. I will check my DM, King. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Deuce, do you know how funny you is, bro? That's just...
Hold on, we live right now. Who is that?
You have me laughing. You are burnt out, bro.
Hold on, we live right now. Mute up, bro. G-Mac, 2-1. Salute. Leon Knight, sup, Deuce? Sup, y'all? Sup, Damu and Kiwe chat. Leon, you's a ghetto-ass nigga talking about sup to everybody, nigga. That nigga.
Hey, man, I fuck with Leon. Sup, Leon Knight?
Sup. mastermind. Rat 100 is the leader of all bloods in the West Coast. Well, we know you ain't tapped in if you believe some shit like that. Drew V. Salute Deuce y'all and everybody in the chat. G-Mac in his bitch for sure. Damu and Kiwe conversations all day. Haters, active chucks. And the voice of G-Mac winning. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna keep winning. Big Charles, 3796 South. Norman die. Norman die. If you from South Central LA, you know about Norman die. If not, I understand that. You know, maybe you never been on 37 Drive. But salute. 504 Street Stories and Gangster News Network. I think I'm gonna be riding one of your videos today too, 504. Let me make sure I got it in key. I'm hoping I got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rats, robbery, and clout. I definitely want to get into your content. I'm definitely gonna shout you out. Salute to 504 Street Stories and Gangster News Network. Salute. Yo, who dropped the video with Big U saying why he don't fuck with Porky, you or Scandalous? It don't matter. It's the team, and if you want to react to it, just shout them out, me and Scandalous. Don't even shout me out. Just shout Scandalous out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Or shout out a Dose of Reality TV. Any one of my teammates. Shout out Kenny Kingpin, Papa LQ, Papa Dirt, what up? You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get into this content. Y'all hit that like button. I know y'all like, damn. Jeremy Jones from Love from Dallas. Hey, man, thank you, man. That's my mom hometown where my grandma, my mother, and them from. My uncle's still out there. I might be moving out there to Fort Worth in Dallas, man. I might be doing it. You know what I'm saying? My uncle getting up in age, man, and I love him. That's my favorite uncle. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's 70-something right now. So, yeah, man, I might have to go out there and spend some time with him and make sure everything is good down there. But look, we're going to get into this content. The first content is a mountaineer, culture vulture, right? Yael done fell out, he'll come back. You know what I'm saying? And this culture vulture said some real shitty things, right? Boom. So who thought I was capping? Let me show y'all.
If he had tried that with me, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to the fucking cops and I'm saying, hey, this guy's trying to extort me. You want me to wear a wire? You want me to record this guy? I don't give a fuck. Like,
you would wear a wire with Big U.
If he was trying to extort me, yeah, for sure. I'll do whatever. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not a criminal. I didn't ask to be part of a criminal scheme. So yeah, for sure. I mean, if anybody were to try to do something like that, I would be happy to take it there. But like somebody like Big U, if he was really getting down like they say he is, he's not trying to meddle in legal businesses. You know, it's like you need some skin in the game in order to be able to do that to somebody. With somebody like you, it's like you're running a legal business. If he had tried that with me, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to the fucking cops and I'm saying, hey, this guy's trying to extort me. You want me to wear a wire? You want me to record this guy? I don't give a fuck. Like,
you would wear a wire with Big U.
If he was trying to extort me, yeah, for sure. I'll do whatever. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not a criminal. I didn't ask to be part of a criminal scheme. So yeah, for sure. I mean, if anybody were to try to do something like that, I would be happy to take it there. But like somebody like Big U, if he was really getting down like they say he is, he's not trying to meddle in legal businesses. So, you know, it's like you need some skin in the game in order.
So now he's letting you know what side of the law he's on, right? And I'm not in the streets. I'm gonna wear a wire on you, and all of these dumbass gangbangers run up over there trying to give praise and get up under this motherfucker who makes mockery of our culture. You young niggas don't even understand how dumb y'all looking right now, running to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Who's telling you he will wear a wire on you if you came at him. So you know what he's going to tell everybody else that's up there. So when you get situations like, say, the Munchie B and the Poetic Flacco interview, right? Which he attempted to get Munchie B to incriminate himself about some crimes or whatever. And you say, oh, this nigga disrespected me. He trying to put my life in danger by having me rat or implicate somebody or something I heard about. And you take off. You going to jail. And this is the game that they're playing. So, you know, in the game that they're playing, Ghost Top say extortion is part of the game. Why not? Well, he's saying he's not a gang member, which he's not, right? But he wants to go hang in the 40s with 4 Extra, right? He want to go hang in Watts in was it the PJs or the Grape Street? He was trying to go over there, right? Listen, oil and water don't mix. It don't. If you dudes is musicians or you business or your businessmen and you go up to No Jumper and they're promoting your music, your video, I can get it, bro. I'm not gonna look at you crazy, right? You got product to move and you're making strategic business plan. So you give them whatever, you know, the little bullshit convo they want. But I don't want to talk about me being a Fruittown Brim member. I don't want to talk about beating niggas up. I don't even talk about that on my thing. I want you, but besides some riots, which I'm very proud of, standing on my blackness, right? Melanated celestial beings, you melanated celestial beings, right? That's something proud to stand on. But as far as fades with other black men, right? Just telling you war dogs, and I'm really good at it. I was a white YA baby. So telling war dogs, that's where that name, that phrase came from. California Youth Authority. We over here kicking war dogs. You know what I'm saying? But that's not where I'm at in my journey. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want to be remembered as on the internet. I was remembered as that in my set, legendary, before I was a teenager, finished my teen years. I did that and excelled at it. And that don't come with a retirement plan. That ain't going to send my son to college. That ain't going to pay my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? What we want to utilize this platform for is entertainment, moving forward, talk about social issues within our community, and flaming up CS2 back and the rest of these rat bastards. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as talking about beating people up and going to No Jumper, listen, bro, I'm sure that you might be mesmerized by the gangster persona and the culture and just the remnants of structure that's left, because it appears that our people have been conditioned to abhor structure, to abhor self-discipline, to run from responsibility and accountability from your own. Fuck this government and they laws. Shit, under their laws, about 100 years ago, it would have been legal to still have your ass working in cotton fields without getting paid, or sugar mills. So this country can never be the standard barrier of a moral compass of the people. But the people of America are some of the most loving. You got assholes everywhere, right? endearing people in the world. But this government and their laws, man, they can shove that shit up their ass. I follow it as long as it's conducive to my objectives. The minute that I want to abort or I see some shit that ain't with it, fuck them and they laws. You know what I'm saying? But so let's get into that. That's what I don't want to do. Yael, you want to speak on how you feel about the culture vulture, Adam 22, this mountaineer that has no problem incriminating people, asking incriminating questions like he did the young boy X4. And X4, salute to that young brother. He definitely wasn't gonna bite. Anything you want to speak on that, brother?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Again, I'm with Deuce on this, man. You know, we all don't always agree on a lot of things, but you have to understand something. This common understanding that this individual, Adam 22, what he just displayed and what he just said, yeah, I'll wear a wire. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It just goes to show you mentally what he's prepared to do. Now, if you haven't been watching his content and you see youngsters and not just youngsters, old heads, everybody going up there, he asks the questions to see if you're going to answer them. He knows that it's not a police station, but he's treating you like you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. If you do not have an attorney, we can appoint you one. You understand that, right? So when he sit there and say, yeah, so were you involved in the shooting? And you say, well, yeah, I was, man. I was woo-woo-woo-woo. And well, we got him. He showed you that. He showed you he's willing to push the limits of asking questions, push that envelope to see you really want to be heard. Is this what you really want to tell the world? You want to impress men and women. You want to impress the world so bad. You're willing to incriminate yourself and then have the feds hear all of this stuff that you're doing and build a case up against you? Is that what you're willing to do for the price of clout and fame? For extras in that one slot in that interview where he didn't say anything, that's because he had nothing to say.
No, that was X4.
I'm sorry, X4. My apologies. X4, who was asked that incriminating question, and his replies was silence. That's because he understands the assignment. He wasn't involved in anything. And he showed that by not answering it because he had nothing to say. But all you other individuals who go up there and be like, yo, so what is it like growing up in the hood? And have you ever been in any shootouts? And you're like, yeah, I've been in a shootout, man. I was in woo, and this happened to woo. And he like, oh, we got him. He's showing you that. Now, fast forward, he just openly said, yeah, I'll wear a wire against Big U. He don't know nothing about no Big U extorting anybody. All he's going off of hearsay and what people has been putting allegations on this man. And the first thing he says is in attacking Big U's character, saying he's willing to wear a wire because Big U's going to extort him. Like, no, man. And this is again, these are individuals who have not experienced it from experience the perspective of being involved in it, coming from it. But yet, like Deuce M said earlier, he wants to attach himself to the community. If you niggas is willing to bring these individuals to your community, you deserve everything that comes along with it in the aftermath. You deserve it. You want to know why you deserve it? Because warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before destruction. I said this to the 40s years ago when Spody was on live with Spider Load. When I reached out and told him, I said, hey man, stop fucking with 600. Stop running with these goofballs. Now you got them running up to the Caucasus platform where the agents is up there. You got Agent 600, Agent Back. You got Agent Luce, who turned out to be a federal informant. Now he's locked up, a snitch. Yeah, man. So all you niggas from the hood, all you gangsters and hoodsters and and Comptons and Long Beaches and everybody who wants to bring Adam 22 to your community and show him where the spots is and all of that, you deserve everything that happens to you, dumbass. Because he already told you he'll wear a wire. So you don't think he'll do other stuff? And be like, yeah, I'll go to the hood and seen trap spots and I seen guns and they had it in here in this house. And that's the one little dude had one on him. And at the end of the day, I was up there at No Jumper. Have you seen me back up there? Have you seen me back up there? I didn't think so. Damu Kiwe conversations.
I want to let y'all know about all of these podcasters with agendas. Y'all thinking that they just getting this AdSense check, but that Google is been working with the feds. Let's besides that, these rats be telling y'all, these police is telling y'all. Shout out to
what up, on first? I noticed y'all saw me and John been taking a little vacation, but we'll be back to taping real shortly. But just wanted to come back with y'all. We couldn't leave y'all hanging, and we just did a little video, put it together. We're reminding y'all how once again things that I predicted years ago starting to come true. So y'all know I just like to tap, even though I don't really have no skin in the game with either Adam 22, Brick Baby, Big U, or even Luce Cannon. But just to show y'all some things that we have talked about, I exposed to y'all before, and now it all seemed to be coming true. So y'all enjoy it. Peace. Small first. Check in on us weekly. Save y'all super chat money's available, because we definitely be doing a whole bunch of streaming like we used to do in the olden days all week. Peace out.
I'm wearing a wire
Happy Sunday.
right now.
But I know this. Big U from 60 Crips and Suge Knight, niggas would, that's where that check-in term shit started back in like 2008, 2007, 2009. T.I., Ludacris, all those niggas was paying those niggas to negotiate stuff that was happening on the West Coast.
They was paying for protection while they were here?
Or to check in, or to letting you know, or to saying that I'm having a problem with this dude or this person. Can y'all, make sure it go away? I remember a major thing with Ludacris and T.I. that was going on back in, like, I was in the truck with Suge, and we saw Ludacris walking around, and Suge was like, look at that scary motherfucker walking right there. He was like, yeah, I just had to make sure it was cool for him to be walking around, because I had to get between some shit between him and T.I. They didn't want to be getting extorted. Big U and Suge were out there in the mid-2000s. When I'm talking about 2005, 2006, 2008, they were making niggas pay. Wack 100 and all of them, those niggas was pulling up on everybody and making niggas pay. Might be a little later. Might be 2006, 2007. But, and they used to play good cop, bad cop.
My bad, Mike.
Sugar press one dude, Big U will go and be the savior.
Can somebody unban
Big
Mike?
U will press one dude, Sugar
like
go be the savior. Right. Those niggas was, that's why those niggas are tight. They still partners, I believe. Well, that's where that street legend or that street myth stuff start coming in. When people hear about things that happen, yeah, Suge did cut a check to Big U before for $80,000. But that was some work that they did. Because those niggas was were getting money from rappers in the mid-2000s. No, the $80,000 that was given to Big U to open up a after-hours joint, just so y'all know, whoever's close, I know what I'm talking about. That came from Suge and Big U extorting some of y'all rappers from the South. That's all I'll say. T.I. and Ludacris. Y'all remember that fight? For them getting in the middle of stuff like that. I'll just say stuff like that. I'm not saying
somebody DM Mike being
for the reason that they got.
They
used to get paid, and they were splitting up money. Or do I find it funny that these Crip dudes are letting this Pyru dude play them like a motherfucking puppet? I'm sure she'll go and insert herself in it somehow, and probably be calling Big U if he haven't already did, and getting involved in it because that's a major big topic right now. But, and that ain't the Paru that I was talking about, been playing all these Crips like a puppet. I'm talking about Wack. He been, man, that situation is not going to end well. It's real dangerous.
You know, I don't want to
It's
be.
not going to end well,
a
y'all.
real cop.
I told y'all, 2 weeks ago, I said that shit's about to blow up over there. That stuff over there that they're doing is that gang, having that many gang members and alcohol drinking on the set, smoking on the set is just not a good chemistry. And that's going to be bad over there.
I think
that's
on
nothing
an
that would
accident,
happen. I mean, I get it. I'm about views. Hey, man.
Mike B,
Adam
I'm
is,
sorry, bro.
he's
I'm
straggling the
your
line.
thing.
He got people around him. I'm surprised. If that would have happened on Bomb First, the cameraman that's sitting right here would have quit immediately on the spot. But I'm telling y'all, on Melrose, whatever that address is, something's bad is going to happen over there real soon because they've been very, very wild with their content and with their threats and with the atmosphere that's going on over there. I told y'all someone got shot up there in the leg. He's been trying to deny it. But you see,
For real, King Buck,
who the liar is. Can't take no credit from what Adam has done with his channel. He's done a great job. He gave people opportunities. But don't try to hide behind and backtrack now that the heat is on. I tried to tell you to clean up your outfit over there. Stop having no dudes coming in there drinking and smoking, and get them. And you be there to watch and secure that location. Make sure your business, your employees are protected. But you wanted to have the gang summit every week on your show. But I like Poetic Flacco. But I want to just warn Poetic Flacco. You be starting some shit, dog. you be agitating and pointing out some shit. Cause that shit that's going on with Brick Baby, my boy Luce Cannon, and Wack 100. I call him my boy, right? Man, those niggas, they playing chess with Brick Baby and that DW Flame and all of that situation. I know that's been big on the YouTube today and yesterday. And so that shit's gonna get bad. I keep telling y'all that no jumper shit gonna get out of control. But I just want to tell Poetic Flacco, man, start getting some shit cleared that you be releasing and inserting yourself into. Because remember, dog, you from North Dakota. You're not from out here, man. And they gonna turn on you and flip that shit on you real quick. Because trust me, it's gonna be the topic of subject this week, and something bad's gonna happen. Hey, y'all, I'm making light of it, making fun of it. Hopefully you brothers will get on the phone and work it out, because I can see potential in that situation blowing up real bad. Because, yeah, y'all doing a little bit too much with that situation and getting on the phones.
Hey, pause real quick.
Niggas.
Does this old pork butt ass nigga got a choker on? Wee! Choking me. Who you think he is? They got a choker on like a bitch. Pork butt. Wee!
Reggie wanted to be a member so bad. Yeah, I don't know if that's a choker or what that is, bro, but it's nasty work. But I don't find it coincidence that Reggie, hey, look, my law enforcement friends are telling me they're watching No Jumper. This nigga told us this a year and a half ago, right? Then July, you guys drinking up here, DW Flame, Brick Baby. You guys going up here, they want to have a gang conference every week. Okay, Adam, tighten your shit up. I told y'all somebody got shot up there. This nigga Reggie every time is telling niggas because he's talking to his police buddies. his constituents, not just his handlers as a 137. I'm talking about, he's talking about his police buddies, sheriffs, Compton PD, LAPD. He was telling niggas then, Brim Shifty, salute. But let him finish out. Matter of fact, we don't even need to finish out. He basically said what I needed him to do as it concerns no jumper, and that not being in the interest to go for anyone who's still in the game, bro. Now, if you going up there and you ain't doing nothing illegal, you don't carry blowers, and they're playing your music or promoting your thing, listen, a business move is a business move. Can't knock another nigga game off the table. You dig? But if you still 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you think that that's going to help you, and they don't even play niggas music like that, and you up there taking questions about crimes, listen, bro, that's your bad. They said the chain's smaller than his throat. Yeah, that's nasty work. But look, we're going to get into this other thing. We got a couple different videos we're going to go into. IBM indictment. Is it coming? I don't know. That's what they saying. But before that, let's go to Kev Mac videos. One of my favorite YouTubers, as he covers West Coast culture responsibly, real journalistic approach, non-biased, 99.9% of the time. I'm quite sure we all got at least a percentage of bias. But if he does, I haven't seen Kev Mac video live streams, man. I ain't following Kev Mac. Well, I am now. Maybe this is a different channel. Let's go.
Today, I want to talk about a couple of names, I guess, that are trending.
This dude is just like his daddy. This dude, Luce Cannon. This dude is a rat. He told on Big U. He told online.
George Nutty Williams, a.k.a. Luce Cannon's dad.
His daddy lied on so many people. 4 different people got him life sentence.
Little Eddie Boy ended up getting convicted of. And this is when the name George Williams comes into play.
Devil from 5 Mile Hoover that he told on lost his life, brother, in the penitentiary because this dude's daddy, Luce Cannon's daddy, Nutty, lied on that man, got that man a lifetime because he was a high-powered rat informant.
There was a $25,000 reward for anyone that could solve that case.
And I'm telling you, bro, these informants, they will make up shit on you and they will lie on you just because they can get to that bag, bro.
I'm done spending an obscene amount of money on takeout.
That was Eddie Boy with talking about Luce Cannon and his daddy. But yeah, I think you was the first one to say this, and nobody says it like you. Listen to Eddie's first sentence, and then I want you to take off from there because you've been saying this for a long
Today,
time.
I want to talk about a couple of names, I guess, that are trending.
This dude is just like his daddy. This dude.
You just like your daddy. Yeah, like we say, stunting like snitching like my daddy. I'm snitching like my daddy. Everybody get the boy coming to the cops. Everybody get the car and going to the cops. Stunting like my snitching like my daddy. Yeah, nigga, you just like your daddy. Nigga.
Sweetie!
I'm told. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, we know you over there.
Oh, they said IBM means I'll be in Metropolitan Detention Center, MDCLA.
Here we go.
Hey, nah, listen, bro. But nah, that is crazy that he is cooperating just like his father was cooperating. And I brought this up before months ago that this was a good possibility after I seen him on No Jumper implicating Big U in crime. And I was saying, bro, this dude could be under the direction of his father, Nutty, who told on the Anthony's Park, told on the Hoovers, then he told on Little Eddie Boy, which is Eddie Boy who was just talking, his brother, and other people. He's definitely his dad is definitely a federal informant. He was doing it to get paid. I think Luce Cannon came with a grudge. I think that was his intent, and it's nasty work. But we got some stuff.
Hey, hey, dudes.
Go ahead.
How you? This nigga snitched on all them dudes, bro. Snitched on them. Fast forward, his son doing the same thing he doing. Getting on the internet, incriminating most people, playing with DEA evidence money. They say the apple don't fall too far
for the tree.
And it seems like them roots is deeply rooted in your son. And I want to say something to all you rat bastards that got it in your blood. It comes from the seed. And Luce Coochie Ashley Cannon, you's a snitch, just like your daddy. Let me get some just like your daddies in the chat.
Eggy Egg in the chat. Hey, Mike D said Luce gonna be deceased on that USP yard for those interviews. Yeah, they're definitely gonna try to unalive him. MDCLA, he thinking he comfortable. Shit, they sent him to San Bernardino. He might not make it past that. Even on them MDC floors, somebody might take it upon him, especially somebody who getting told on, nigga, I can't get to the rat that told on me, but I'm gonna make an example out of you. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna do a reaction to this tomorrow. Luce comes from a snitch seed. Yeah, it's hereditary. Luce rode that short bus. Ratting like my daddy. Long live Mo 3. Okay, salute. Rest in peace to Mo 3. Long live 3. Mo 3 takeover. Damn, they came up in here. Long live Mo 3. They want to make sure. Well, hey, listen, salute. You know what I'm saying? Female talk. They came up in here.
Did we say something about Mo 3? Because
no, I guess they wanted the attention. They got a Southern Smoke TV. Okay, we got the South up in here.
All right.
Oh, that's the sector. Okay, so they say, "Long live Mo 3," the Mo 3 sector of YouTube. Okay, I'm not too familiar about Mo 3 and that whole situation. But salute to y'all, man. I'm glad that y'all adamant about somebody that y'all lost. You know what I'm saying? Y'all continue to keep his legacy alive.
Man, salute to the South, period, man. You know, salute to the whole Texas, man. I fucks with Texas, man. Salute. You know what they say, dudes? Everything big in Texas. Even Debbie.
Hey, listen, y'all tripping, man. Y'all down here, y'all don't even know we mess with Texas. I'm gonna link y'all up with one of my homegirls. Debbie does that. Well, her name ain't Debbie Does Dallas. It's Debbie McLaughlin. Oh, Debbie. But look, we're gonna get to this content. But again, recipes to Mo 3, man. Shout out to the South, the dead South. Shout out to Texas. Let's go.
And this is why you don't want to catch a federal case. More drama for Luce Cannon.
Shout out my brother Luce Cannon. He the realest ever. I'm rocking with IBM for life. I love this shit.
This has gotten to the point where one of the IBM dudes decided to delete all his videos and photos off his Instagram page.
They got Luce Cannon on the Hobbs Act. He looking at life.
Sweeties, Pop-Tarts. it was all real. Big U really was extorting people. They've been indicted. The Rolling 60s and Luce Cannon and Brick Baby are in custody.
If Luce,
they indicted Big U, so it really was happening. Hey, listen, my nigga, it's an old saying between lawyers. They'll indict a ham sandwich. Stop convicting a black man in the public before he has his day in court.
Luce does 10 years.
She going after 3 months, bro.
She's 3 months. That's
10
it.
months.
Years.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm back with another video. No matter how you slice it, this Big U federal RICO is filled with more plot twists than a Nancy Drew mystery, with everything from fake prison fights, fake marriages, and of course, the identity theft, which is being pulled off by Tremaine Ashley Williams, more commonly known as the fake Luce Cannon. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Luce Gordon, aka the real Luce Cannon, is a renowned producer, telling people from New York. Luce Gordon, also known as the real Luce Cannon, has ushered a number of talented artists to stardom, writing and producing videos for the likes of Nas, Keisha Cole, Jodeci, and Missy Elliott. It has been said that Luce Cannon now resides in Los Angeles, California, where he writes, produces, and develops projects for film and TV. Alex Alonso, owner and operator of the Street TV YouTube channel, who is actually close friends with the real Luce Cannon, will take to his platform to speak on it.
I gotta speak for my boy because he don't have a platform.
Not for sure.
A lot of people are wondering, why am I even speaking on this dude? Normally, I wouldn't care.
Right.
But I grew up with the real Luce Cannon.
Right.
The real Luce Cannon is getting calls all the time about what this dude is doing, about claims that he's been with other celebrities that the real Luce Cannon never been with. So he's got to take these calls. Nah, I never did a song for 50 Cent. He has worked with Nas. He has worked with some major dudes.
Right.
This dude, the fake dude, is just
I seen that some major,
putting it all out there.
I see some gang of dudes. I didn't see the 50 Cent one, but I seen a lot of good work though. Some great work.
Yeah. So I'm in the process of I'm trying to get him to come and do some content and show who he is and what he's done.
That'd be good.
But yeah, bro had a career as a rapper, as a producer, as a music composer for movies, as a manager, all kind of stuff.
The politics of California's gang culture, more often than not, end up with violence and bloodshed. Even the toughest of the so-called toughest can fall victim. In the words of Big U, which were captured on a Title III wiretap, no one can beef with me because I will kill them. However, even Big U himself would get packed out by security outside of a nightclub in 2014. Needless to say, anyone can get it.
Conversation. Hey, real quick, while we do this, shout out to my boy 504 Street Stories and Gangsta News, right? This is his content. He was already in the chat, but even more than that, to the Mo3 people, I see y'all doing that. Please do not block them. Please do not stop their voice. Their homeboy's gone. As long as they want to do that, they're not harming nobody by representing for their homeboy that they feel strongly about. So please do not remove them. We appreciate the love and support. In fact, after we run the content, if y'all still hanging out, I'll drop the link. And then some of y'all can come up here and put me up on game because I'm not as familiar with Mo3, man. Y'all could bring it up. I was in jail when he was doing his thug thizzle. Just heard a little bit about him. Y'all can educate me on him. But let's go.
Hey! Stop! Oh! You, Mike. Hey, just stay down. He's good. You, Mike. Hey, close the gate, Mike. Close it up. Hey, close it up. Get him inside.
Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out right now. Go. Get him out.
Be cool. Be cool. I don't want him in this. I don't get out. Get him out here. Back up. You, come on. You. Big you straight up. Huh?
No, he just swung at my guard. Leave him on the ground.
No, he goes to jail. He goes to jail tonight.
Nothing to see, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Move. Let's go.
Hey guys, back up. Come on, what are you doing?
Internet clout, saying and doing the most outlandish things, all to garner likes and views, with hopes of being asked to do an interview, seem to be the newest thing in the content creator space.
Y'all why this is the content RICO. I've never seen a RICO case ever. And by the way, LA podcasters, y'all gotta stop. AdSense is not this good. I swear, I've been getting paid for AdSense for damn near 15 years. It is not this good. When I see, if you're locked up, respectfully, you shouldn't care what's going on at No Jumper. This is nasty work, and I'm a civilian. And this is where the current culture of not only LA podcasting has made it, but this whole is content has made it. We don't need you to call in from the feds. This isn't that, like, the people in jail are still trying to amuse the people sitting at home with popcorn. It's crazy. Check out the content. No, this is not content. I don't know who needs to hear it. And I'm saying this respectfully to Luce, all of them. Y'all are in a federal indictment. This shit is serious. This we got content shit has gotten so far. The one time y'all should just be quiet and chill. Let the lawyer do the talking. Someone has to tap these guys on the shoulder and say, you're in federal prison or a federal jail, a federal facility. You shouldn't be worried about the Tuesday show at No Jumper. Respectfully. What's going on? And I'm thinking LA and the West Coast is the place where all these niggas are certified gangsters. They always been in the chain gang. Before the indictment comes down, before the feds even show you all the cards, y'all talking? What the hell going on in LA? AdSense money is not this sweet. This is content. No, it's not.
Take, for instance, the wild story about Big U that Wack 100 encouraged Luce Cannon to repeat on the No Jumper podcast.
Wack 100 has been saying the most heinous shit about Big U this whole time. Then he brings in Luce Cannon with this nonsense story that Big U had Nipsey set up or let him get killed or whatever else.
It is this buffoonery and clown-like activity that brings us to our story. Self-proclaimed boogeyman Tremaine Ashley Williams has dug a hole deeper for himself than he could ever imagine. The mere fact that this idiot believed that he could tell the feds he was just plain an online character is baffling to me. How, had none of the crimes that he spoke on actually never happened, he may have had a case. Unfortunately, this is not true, as the portion of the indictment that mentions the fake Luce Cannon outlines the robbery and extortion of Dale Morrison, as well as the incident that took place at No Jumper by way of his IBM team. Fake Luce Cannon has to be an absolute idiot, calling into No Jumper from MDC Los Angeles, spewing some of the stupidest shit I have ever heard.
Luce, what's cracking, bro?
Luce Cannon!
What's up with it, King? How you doing?
Not much, man. We tapped in right now. We got the Viral Way on here. We got Lush, and we got the one and only Munchie B. Andre.
What up? What up with everybody?
Chilling, man. Yeah, we were just having conversations, and we were kind of, I mean, I guess first question is just how are you doing in there? What's your state of mind as you're locked up?
Nah, the state of mind is good because at the end of the day, it's like, let the truth be known. Like, I don't put the niggas. You know what I'm saying? So everything else is false.
Okay. Do you what's your media strategy in terms of talking on podcasts, doing live streams, etc., while you're in federal custody?
No, it's not that. It's just I'm doing the same thing that I was doing outside. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changed. At the end of the day, it's like I have no parts of what happened, what's going on, or anything like that. But I ain't gonna say anything. A lot of people rolled over and turned on the nigga, and it is what it is.
Who turned on you already?
No, I'm talking about on Big Useless.
Oh, people are already telling on him.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just sitting in here right now, just going through the process.
Damn.
Is everybody telling this, or do you know specifically who's been telling?
Shit, everybody got out. The only people that's still in here is what me breaking him.
Have you had any conversations that were basically like, we'll let you out right now, you just got to tell us this, this, and this?
Hell no, that ain't no conversation.
So they consider you to be such a crucial part of this case that they're not even proposing a deal.
No, I haven't. No, it's not that. It's not that at all.
Safety valve?
It's just the point of it is it's just not going to happen. Just put it that way.
The feds know that you're so solid that they wouldn't even ask you to talk.
No, it's not going to happen.
So did you catch word that I just revealed it like an hour ago on this podcast, but basically the feds came to my house and the one and only thing that they were interested in was the cease and desist from Big U because of your appearance on the podcast with Wack, in which you basically said that Big U had knowledge of the Nipsey situation before it happened.
No, see, the thing is, it's like, I'm going to say it like this, because I keep going through something. It's just why send a cease and desist if it's not true. That's all I have to say.
And that's what a lot of people are suggesting, yeah.
Defamatory, though.
Adam asking this box of rocks what his media strategy is was equivalent to asking a blind man for directions to the nearest convenience store. Mob James, who has a snitch jacket over his head himself, while during an interview with VladTV, state that he wasn't surprised at all that Luce Cannon was indicted.
When these charges came down, were you surprised?
Yeah. Well, not really surprised because I heard Wack them, Luce Cannon. I heard all them dudes' conversation. And the way they were talking, I knew something was bound to happen. It seemed like they played it all the way up until that point. And they was just talking too loosely for me.
The fake Luce Cannon is oblivious to the fact that when he receives his time for this particular RICO, that he will be enhanced. What that means is he will receive additional time. It's a known fact that the feds work off a point system. The more points, the more time.
For many years, the state of California has recognized that criminal activity among gangs is extremely serious. And because of that, legislature has passed laws to enhance your sentence if you are a gang member and you are convicted of a crime. People often ask us, how does the prosecution prove I was in a gang? And believe it or not, in California, it's extremely easy for the prosecution to prove that. All the district attorney has to prove is, number one, that you are doing something with at least two other people. Number two, you have a joint identity. That means your name, by tattoos, or something that identifies you as a group. Three, they have to prove that you are in that gang in part to commit criminal activity. And four, that in fact you did carry out criminal activity. That's all they have to prove. Being accused of a crime in California where there's a gang enhancement involved is extremely serious.
The law as it relates to street gangs and enhancements is draconian in nature. The legislators have reserved particular harsh punishment if they believe and they can prove that you're a gang member. And that's a real critical issue. There's enhancements that add time to any sentence. It's a strike, which is one of the most serious types of felonies in California. It could have long-term effects even above and beyond that case.
So just in terms of the strike, though, under California 3 strikes law, what you're saying is that if there's any felony where the DA adds a gang enhancement and the person's convicted, that automatically converts it into a strike?
That's correct. The gang enhancement itself under 186.22 of the Penal Code is a potential strikeable offense also, but it can always be used later on as a predicate for any future crimes and future gang allegations.
Now, the enhancement, is it a crime itself? Is it in addition to a crime? What does it mean to say a sentencing enhancement or a crime enhancement?
It's an allegation that's filed with another crime. And basically, the section reads that someone did something for the benefit or on behalf of a criminal street gang. And what happens is if you're convicted of the underlying offense and the allegation is found true that it was for the benefit or enhancement of a criminal street gang, then they can add time onto your sentence.
Now, let's say that the district attorney alleges a gang enhancement, let's say on a robbery case, and that case goes to trial. Does that mean that the DA gets to put before the jury a bunch of evidence that the accused is a gang member and sort of makes him look worse before the jury?
It does.
Being a part of two gangs, along with claiming leadership of one, is going to get that boy hit with gang enhancement points. The group of individuals that the fake Luce Cannon is claiming the leadership role of is none other than IBM, a bunch of dudes from the IE. The cloud chasing act that dude pulled off at No Jumper is going to land him smack dab in the middle of another RICO. However, this time his name will be at the top of the indictment. This is completely wild. Wack 100 has fully disassociated himself from the entire incident, making sure to verbalize it while on No Jumper.
Okay, in this jungle, Adam, anything gangster crip, anything neighborhood crip is automatically enemies.
I heard.
Guess what?
We had a whole cigarette thing here.
Now, guess what? That's crip situation going on, right? I'm a power rule. It's two men. So what do? I take a step back. That point in time, because if I get in the middle of it and one of them swing, my people activate it. Then it's really fucked up, right? My people do different shit. They ain't playing with it, right? We ain't looking for no problems. We ain't starting shit, but it's going to get fucked up. So I take 2 steps back. It happened how it happened. They start fighting. Dude get off on him. Nigga kick back, fight back, something. At this point in time, now my team, the way they thinking, well, this could be a diversion tactic because we got some miscellaneous people here for a motherfucker to take a shot at me. That's how they think. These niggas ain't no kids. They come from something.
The other one,
if you look at our outside cameras, first thing third does is, big homie, get your ass in the car. Right? So when it hits the wall and I see what's going on, I'm sorry, I've been doing it too long. Motherfuckers' mental state, when they get to a certain place, you don't know where they be. So you don't intervene and get too close to that because he could have did something or he could have did something. So all I can do, thinking about what I'm thinking about, is give a verbal request, which I did that. On my way to the vehicle, if you pay attention, you see my lights come on.
Jeremy,
Despite all of this, the fake Luce Cannon will still think it's a game. During his bond hearing, he pretty much sealed his own fate.
Conversation. Hit that like button, get up out them bushes.
So, lawyer got to talking about the No Jumper incident, talking about that was a skit, that was X, Y, and Z. There's no police report, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what happened was when the prosecutor got up there, she said she went in on him, man. She got to talking about everything he was doing online, talking about people's mamas, daddies, talking about he gonna kill this person, gonna kill that person, pull up, he'll do this, he'll enforce her, and things of that nature. So she also mentioned that she wanted to play the video, the No Jumper video, inside the room. And they was finna play it, but the judge said that if she had a police report about the incident at No Jumper, she didn't have to do it. So she provided the police report. She actually had the police report and was finna give a copy to Luce Cannon's attorney. Where you could have seen the look on his face when they said they filed a police report, because they did file a police report. They are going to charge that brother and whoever else was involved in that. They're going to try to get out the case, like with Big U. He was saying that he was online talking shit about Big U. Big U's a rat. Big U this, he a buster. He was talking about this, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But so they're so dumb that the case that happened, the charges that happened, that they're charging him for, happened before him and Big U split. And you guys got to take into account, man, when he first came on the scene at No Jumper, what did he do? He got on there, he said that Big U sold guns and was putting serial numbers and giving them to the brothers over there in that section. He also said that they robbed the boy, Dale, but he didn't say his name, but he said they robbed, but it was Dale. We found out it was Dale at that particular time. Now we know. So he robbed, and they was up back there counting up the money. I'm sure you guys can find the video and go back to the video and see they was counting up the money. And then the victim came back up in there in that particular instant. You guys got to take you guys got to keep in mind, this dude is the biggest dummy on the planet Earth, bro. They had no recollection that was him that done that. This man was been online lying, talking about this, talking about that. But when he was lying, he told one truth, and that one truth got him in a RICO.
It's over for this clown and anyone else associated with IBM. You can best believe you me that RICO is coming.
Hey, look. Are we finna get in that?
I often get asked what distinguishes Nuvia from other implant centers or other dental practices. And, I'm Dr. Ahmed Azidine with Nuvia Dental.
Salute to 504 Street Stories and Gangsta News. I just subscribed to you. I suggest everybody else go subscribe to him. That was some good content. Love the way he put that together. But if you paid attention, you heard Eddie Boy, Crackhead Eddie. We got a super chat, y'all. Let's get to it.
We got a super chat. Salute. Let me get to it real quick. We got two of them. We got Jeremy Jones with the $10 super chat. Keep your foot on these weirdos' necks, as we should. Then we got Flyball Pythons with the $5 super chat. Hey, listen, Jeremy Jones, Flyball Pythons. Anything and everything that's given to the Damu Kiwe conversation team is highly appreciated. Salute to you, your family, and your tribe.
Right, hit that like button if y'all up in here. As y'all look at the video in the chat. But as that plays, I want y'all to continue to watch this, right? But, so, the nigga Luce Cannon is smarter than a sixth grader, right? He said that this didn't have nothing to do with him, or it was a skit. This is what he's doing, lying in the court, saying it was a skit, the No Jumper beat, that it wasn't official, even though you got this brother still in the hospital right now, and then you got the other dude cooperating, right? So, and they've been bragging about it, talking about who they gonna pull up on, the threats on the internet, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The assistant United States attorney on the Big U indictment said that's bull crap. I got the report from the Burbank Police Department, and I want to show this video. The video we talking about is the one that you're watching in the background. All right. You forgot that these were America's dumbest criminals. You got a nigga out of the IE whose father was an informant, Nutty, from 60s, that went bad a long time ago. His son comes in and finds his way to the 60s up under Big U, under the guise of I want the plug with the music shit. I want to do music. I want to buy a verse from Nipsey Hussle. Leading with his bag. Big U think he's doing something positive, and he's looking out for this kid, keep his nose clean. And from there on, it was a long list of incidents that were done that Big U at some point got sick of, didn't authorize, and it caused a stagnant. Luce Cannon runs in their relationship. Luce Cannon runs to Las Vegas, and he's hiding out in Las Vegas because he knows Big U has an issue with the crimes he was doing, alleged of doing in Big U's name. So he thinks that he's getting out of this, and so do these other young street punks that's in this video, right? And what Eddie Boy just validated was that a crime report was already filed, right? While you're claiming that you're from 60s, you're doing all of these skits, lining people up just to try to earn stripes and make people believe that you are official as a Rolling 60 member, that you are Big U's henchman, even though Big U, especially at this time, had long separated any attachment to you, and you being like a nephew to him, right? So the assistant U.S. attorney is pressing full court on making sure Luce Cannon doesn't get a bail, and wanted to show the court this video, this vicious beating of two elderly melanated men, one who I have no empathy from. He's a convicted, he's registered on Megan's Law, right? So I have no empathy for him at all. You know what I'm saying? Karma is a motherfucker, and this was the karma that hit his ass. With that being said, under the court of law, this is not going to be accepted in Burbank, California. Valley. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do this where all of these studios is at for film, for music, and all of that stuff. And you're bringing down the value of the property of the land. They might be facing sexual assault charges as they strip these dudes naked, right? So with an investigation going, all of this stuff put on the internet, what is the likelihood of those involved escaping prosecution? I think slim to none. I believe everybody that stripped this dude, ordered the orchestration of this dude, are exposed to possible charges, including confidential source 2 Back, also known as Wack 100. And I'm going to show you why I believe that CS2 Back also faces some kind of exposure to being charged in relations to this upcoming, I guess they're calling it the IBM indictment. I don't know if that per se is the exact name, but I guess because it involves this IBM crew, supposed to be a record label, who got caught clout chasing and ended up harming 2 people, one of which who is in the hospital right now, an elderly man up out of the Inland Empire, I believe the San Bernardino area. I think he's related to the Macon family. And if you're out of California, and specifically the Inland Empire, San Bernardino area, you might have heard of Macon Mob or Macon Mafia. And those were like a Damu set that kind of put it down in the mid 80s, early 90s. And they have a lot of family, not just street dudes, but in the politics, police officers, law enforcement, they have a big, large family out there in that area. So just like we seen the Mo 3 people coming here where their people were where he was unalive and try to keep his life, his legacy alive. The brother is alleged last heard to still been in the hospital. I haven't heard any new updates, but I haven't heard anything that says that he's not. You know what I'm saying? So the question I ask is, after y'all hear this audio, y'all tell me whether or not y'all believe that confidential source 2 back has exposure to indicted.
I want to go see stuff. Wack said nephew. Let's make an example. And that's what we did.
So this is Luce Cannon, the day of the lawsuit, the day of the assault robbery at Burbank, at No Jumper in Burbank. Let's go.
You know, doing it, they try to come up to Wack on some goofy stuff. Wack said nephew. Let's make an example. And that's what we did.
Wack said nephew. Let's make an example. So we did.
So now let's talk about this, right? You got Luce, who you know, Luce Cannon, who snitch just like his daddy, saying that this all started because Wack 100, the dude got at Wack 100 in some kind of way, that Wack 100 told him to make an example, and that's what he did. So how that would read is at the behest of and in furtherance of, as ordered by CS2 back. Now, we know he's been working with law enforcement for a long time. He has forms of immunity, but I don't believe that he has more immunity than Donald Trump, the president of the United States. I don't think that a black man, informant or not, is going to so easily be able to get up out of this situation. Also, I'm quite sure that the feds, who at Big U's previous thing was talking about liars on the internet and holding people accountable for lying on the internet. Well, that was at Big U and them first court hearing. And the assistant U.S. attorney making that statement, the first thing I thought about was CS2 back and the Crip cop. Both of which who took it upon themselves weeks before Big U was indicted to make false claims that Big U's DNA was found under RW nails. Now that's nasty work. That definitely dirties the jury pool, prejudices Big U from possibly even being able to get a fair trial. I had multiple friends of mine tell me that they think Big U washed him. And I said, well, why? And the first thing they cited was Big U's DNA being found under RW's nails. This is a problem, a legal issue that's going to come up in any kind of prosecution of Big U on a homicide of RW. Whether Vegas decides to do it, because at this point, it's not charged with the rest of the charges on the right corner upper right-hand corner where the charges is listed. Now, it's referred to as an overt act in furtherance of the overall RICO conspiracy, right? But I want y'all to really pay attention because shit done hit the fan. There's more indictments coming. There's more superseding indictments coming. More people will be picked up. More people will be arrested on the superseding indictment with Big U and on the initial indictment of Luce Cannon. And I'm just sitting here thinking with what I heard about and wondering how far back is this indictment going to go on Luce Cannon and these IBM dudes, right? This is some really troubling stories that's just over the internet that, if true, because everything on the internet isn't true, it's hearsay. Just like these statements made implicating Big U in crimes that have not survived the crux of cross-examination as guaranteed by the Sixth Amendment and the Confrontation Clause. What appears to be the truth if you take it at value from alleged witnesses, and even appears to be evidence as you take it as submitted by the investigating federal agencies, will be put against cross-examination before a jury of his peers who would decide what they believe is fact and what they believe is not supported with evidence enough to convict of such allegations. So when you see Al Prophet, it was true, Big U was indicted. Indictment doesn't mean that you're guilty. In fact, let me get into that real quick, right? Because a lot of these people got agendas, especially a lot of these people that don't look like us, you melanated celestial beings. If indicted of crimes, does that mean the defendant is guilty? So it's as simple as Googling it, bro, or reading the indictment, because the assistant U.S. attorney itself tells you that it does not mean a defendant is guilty. No, being indicted does not mean a defendant is guilty. An indictment is formal accusations by a grand jury that there is probable cause to believe a crime has been committed. It signifies that the case will proceed to trial, but it does not establish guilt or innocence. You see the difference in the game that these peoples is playing when it comes down to our people, right? See, there's two kinds of justice in America. There's justice for our people and people that look like us. And then there's another kind of justice. And the justice for our people starts with guilty until proven innocent, right? So the real stand on it media is me. Hence why mine says stand on the media with the lion picture. Yeah, I know that's you. The other one, I don't know what's going on with it. We'll let them hang around.
Well, you know, Lamonte, I'm sorry about that. I'm so tired of you guys disrespecting the Wyopes, and we're just doing our job. We're wearing wires, we're spinning narratives, and we're coaching up individuals like Cash McElroy Jones. You guys got to leave him alone, okay? Stop attacking our help. We're doing it for a reason.
Serious shit, y'all. Do you think that Luce obviously appears that he might be facing some kind of future action in that case, right? The no jumper beat down, robbery. Do you believe CS2 back is facing allegations or criminal prosecution in connection with that?
With the statement that I heard, with that last statement, that audio, with him saying the dude came up and was talking mess to Wack, and Wack wanted him to make an example, that's involving Wack in the situation, right? So I do
what
believe.
You think Luce Cannon gonna do? You think he finna let Wack keep telling them, no, see, he's a hoodster and he's a gangster, and he told him on gangster, and he did that? You think Luce is gonna allow Wack to try to throw him under the bus and flip a false narrative?
No, I believe the last quote I said, you know, he's a rat just like his daddy. I believe he's already worked that into perspective, and the fact that Wack is a 137 confidential source, and he's even said it himself, admitting it out of his mouth, that any information that he give, they're going to deem it reliable, right? So if Luce is doing that, he's a 137 source. I remember that the feds can't reveal their source, but in this particular situation, I believe because it's a criminal offense and things are spiraling the way they are, I believe he will be called to the stand, and if he doesn't show up, he could be arrested for it.
Yeah. And what about Glitter?
Oh yeah, they coming for him. They coming for Glitter.
Somebody said that they seen him getting baptized by some mountaineers, like he turning Christian.
That ain't gonna help you, nigga. Hey, listen, Glitter. Hey, Glitter, with the raccoon eyes.
They got prayer and church services in MDCLA.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
They got the incriminating black man. I'm bitch made. I boo man. Listen, Glitter. All the dunking your head in water, trying to erase them raccoon eyes. One of the raccoon eyes that you received from me. You're not getting away from it, buddy. They're coming to get you. Your counterparts, IBM, Boo Cannon, and CS2 back already threw you under the bus. You running. They're coming to get you, dude.
All right. What about the people who might have participated, took the watch, took money or clothes, shoes? Somebody was stripped them and took their tennis shoes. Do you think those guys are being investigated and will also be prosecuted?
100%. Okay, so it was an assault. Then on top of an assault, it was a robbery.
Right.
Dumbass niggas. Whatever was going on, from what we seen in the video, watches and things of that nature, and stripping of the clothes, you got these dudes doing all this type of stuff to these individuals in the video. Man, listen. You took a watch them come get your ass. You snatch some clothes off, watch them come snatch your ass. They're coming to get you because you did extra and you've added extra to those charges. With robbery, you stole the man's watch. Didn't CS2 back say he had the watch on no jumper?
Yeah, he brought it up there.
Right. That was smart of you. Real smart of you, CS2 back. But you know why he did that? You know, he's trying to say, oh, I was just, hey, listen, I was trying to give him his watch back because I told my team, fall back. You know, back like me. But I told him to fall back because we wasn't getting involved. That was Luce thing. You know, like I told Stutterbox, hey, Stutterbox, That was your case. You know, I talked to dog. He did all that.
Talked to dog. Yeah, remember all that?
All that.
Karma is a motherfucker. You ratted on that. Now you done got this nigga to rat and lie, snitch on Big U. Now he about to rat on you. It's nasty work. A whole lot of ratting going on. A whole lot of.
Hey, Luce, father. Hey, sweetie. That's all you finna hear. That's all you about to hear throughout that new paperwork that's gonna be discovered. You guys stay on the watch out because it's coming.
Well, I got something else to add about this no jumper beatdown before we go to the next video.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. In California, if a robber strips a victim naked and beats them, the robber could potentially face charges related to sex crimes, specifically sexual battery. Penal Code 243.4 PC, and potentially sexual assault, depending on the circumstances. The key elements are touching an intimate part of the victim against their will. The touching is for the purpose of sexual arousal, gratification, or abuse. So if they kicked him or hit him or pistol whipped him in his groin area, that would count as abuse. And the victim may be unlawfully restrained. These charges can result in prison time, fines, and potential sex offender registration. Now, this right here is a game changer. CS2 back if charged and convicted, and Luce Cannon and what's her name? Sparkle, Glitter, and anyone else charged and convicted of these crimes might be on Megan's Law with Cowboy. God damn.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me these dudes can be listed as predators?
Yes, sir. Sexual predators, bro.
You just a sexual deviant. You divas. Your name is Glitter, and you known for glossing up glizzies. You nasty piece of shit. You wanted to see that man's privates. You a foul individual, Glitter.
That's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work. But that's just some of the charges going on and shit that's under investigation with these dudes. Wack 100. I don't know how much snitching. I don't know how much snitching he done did and what kind of immunity deal he got, but that's nasty work. So let's get to this. We got another video. Let's get to this real quick. We going to Poetic Flacco. He shouted us out, used some of our content from our exclusive interview with Big U. So we're going to get into this. The real reason why Wack 100 and Big U beef almost turned deadly. So this isn't too far off the subject matter. After this, we're going to break it down. And then we're going to drop the link.
Where did their beef start from? Why are they currently engaged? There's been a lot of curiosity surrounding this Wack 100 and Big U beef. A lot of people wondering, where did their beef start from? Why are they currently engaged in the most drama-filled beef in recent LA history? Now, this video here was created before the Big U RICO, before Big U was arrested by the feds and indicted. However, if you watch this video to the end, you would have the full story and the full understanding of exactly why Big U and Wack 100 can't be in the same room and why they dislike each other to extreme degrees.
People, street people, kids, listen, it's a new element out here. You know what I'm saying? It's called the gang.
Yeah, anybody got that video footage of them getting baptized, put it in the
like you said, yes, about the other dude. Before I even knew Wack 100, I let him do what he gonna do, bro. Allah got to deal with that. He got to deal with Allah, because I'm not gonna disrespect him and nobody else to get no likes. You know what I'm saying? But if they want to disrespect me, that's cool. Because if I see you, I'm gonna demo on you. I'm gonna take the case.
But things weren't always like this. There was a time, believe it or not, where Wack 100 and Big U were best friends.
I respected him. I learned to love his family, care about his family. You know, we both been in each other's homes. Our kids know each other. You know, and I looked at his son like a nephew. You know, no matter what it was, you know, we was there. You know, any situation that had something to do with me, whether I knew about it beforehand or not, he was also there for me.
So where did things go wrong? How did these two go from being best friends to sworn enemies? Luckily for you, you clicked on this video because I got the answers for you. We actually have to rewind to the year 2000 because that's when this journey starts. Wack 100 and Big U got introduced to each other through Death Row. You see, Wack 100 joined Death Row through Reggie Wright. Reggie and Wack had a relationship, and Reggie vouched for Wack to Suge, and that's how Wack 100 got his intro into Death Row.
When I first met Reggie,
now that's very interesting. Wack 100 got vouched by Reggie Wright Jr. Pork butt. Reggie wrong. The pig. From 137 to Suge. And that's how Wack came around Death Row. This nigga been a plant the whole time. Let's go.
Told Reggie, listen, I'm here for whatever it got to be, but I really want to conduct some business. So Reggie gave me his phone number. And after going out a few times, few situations happening on that side of it, few conversations with Reg on the other side of it, he eventually put me on a three-way call with Suge. And he told Suge, like, yo, man, we need this dude around. He brings both elements. He's a thinker. He bought his business. He got his own money. He ain't up here asking for a check. And, you know, but he with the if we got to be. So that he told Reg, y'all keep it together. And, you know, when I get there, you know, we'll put it together. And that's how that came.
But Big U's introduction to Death Row was a little bit more grim. Big U was still in prison, but Big U's name rang bells in the streets of LA. Big U was like a mystical figure, a street lord. The stories you've heard about Big U will make you think that Big U wasn't a real person. Like, for example, Big U apparently holds the knockout record in LA County Jail. During one riot, he knocked out 32 people. Big U apparently holds the all-time record for knockouts in county jail with a couple hundred, even 1,000, some may say. So Big U is a mystical figure. Like, the character Debo in Friday was actually depicted after Big U. That was actually Big U he was acting like. So with Suge Knight operating on the West Coast and understanding who Big U is, Suge wanted to get in Big U's good graces. So while Big U was in prison, Big U's brother passed away. So Suge Knight sent flowers to the family, and that went a long way with Big U.
First time I ever heard of Suge and Big U communicating was through when Big U's brother got killed and shot at a studio. With Key Rock, the Realist, and Big C Style, and all of them at Echo Sounds. So Key Rock came to me and said, "Hey, you know, Big U, it'd be a good look if Death Row send some flowers and, you know, give them a little something to help out." And I thought that was a great idea. And I brought that to Suge and I told Suge that, hey, you know, this guy Big U, his brother was there, even though when the Death Row function, those niggas was doing that on their own. Corrupt and the Realist had some dudes from Dallas come in town, and they were up there selling beats and raps and all trying to make some money, and some dudes came through and laid their ass out. or got shot. And you know, I think we gonna send a little check, help out, and send some flowers. And she was like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, do that. Gave me the blessings to do that.
Big U really appreciated Suge sending a check and flowers and looking out, even though they didn't have a relationship and didn't know each other. So when Big U got out of prison, Big U and Suge actually formed a really tight bond.
You think because we got home court advantage, you know what I mean? I'm letting hook on it. Watch this stuff. We don't have no parties. Guys lock up in my area.
But like most good things in Suge Knight's life, the harmonious times came to an end, and Big U and Suge Knight found themselves at odds over an unknown conflict. So while Big U and Suge were at odds, Wack 100 still kept in communication with Big U, and they became tighter as Wack 100 was still in the fold of Death Row, while Big U was on the outskirts due to him and Suge Knight's conflict.
Me and Big U met. Suge Knight. Actually, Big U had caught a violation. I think Reggie had to help with trying to get him out. Suge helped with some attorney money. I want to say 03, 04, somewhere around there. And that's how we met. I met through Suge. And Suge, over the years, he's on and off with anybody. So me and Big U kind of like continued our relationship.
In 2017, 6ix9ine was the hottest rapper in the world. He was scorching hot. The dude had rainbow hair, but in every video, he had 100 killers. So he demanded attention. But here's the thing, 6ix9ine was repping a blood set. Now, when you're repping a blood set, there's politics that comes with it. But 6ix9ine would make it very clear that he wasn't checking in, tapping in, or bowing down to anybody, even though he was repping blood and he's obligated to.
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now before the media starts covering their own story. There's gangsters all over this world. East Coast, West Coast, down south, up north, all over the world there's gangsters. I don't check into nobody, you know what I'm saying? I respect everybody's soil that I walk on, but I do not check in anywhere I go, and it's gonna stay like that, you know what I'm saying? So stop telling niggas gotta check in. It's 2018.
Marciano, right?
Mention my name for clout. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about gangster and respecting niggas' words and G codes. It's now, oh, I want clout. I want to make a name for myself. Everybody who mentioned my name is a rapper. Y'all not gangsters. Y'all rappers and y'all want names for y'all.
Hey, wait, real quick. This might be an update, but we got to get the validity of it. YNW Ludamari said his name is Marciano. He half paralyzed from the incident. Gloss and the IBM was looking for Mark to prevent him from cooperating, but he already in witness protection. YNW Ludamari, how do you know this and how can you confirm it? Right? If somebody told you that, did you talk to Ludamari? I mean, did you talk to Marciano? Like, if somebody in WISEC, it's hard for people to find out they're already in WISEC because they can't even have connections and ties with close family members. They get new names. So how do you verify that? Unless y'all talking with the police. Whoever wherever you got that from is talking with the police. So we need to know who are your sources on this one, buddy.
Yeah, so it's not gonna happen. I don't check in nowhere I go.
That message came across as 6ix9ine thumbing his nose at an age-old tradition, which is tapping in and checking in when you come back to the motherland of gangs,
I'm with you, G
which is LA. Now, one of the people who just left a bad taste in their mouth was another blood rapper who was on the opposite coast, LA, The Game. Now, The Game at the time was being managed by Wack 100. So when The Game went on stage and said F 6ix9ine, well, Wack 100 was forced to co-sign the sentiment of F 6ix9ine.
Ass blood, fake ass blood. 6ix9ine. 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 Fake blood. Fake blood.
The Game is signed to Wack 100. So Wack 100 was forced to back up and co-sign The Game sentiments and ride with The Game no matter what. So this started a full-on war between The Game, Wack 100, and their crew versus 6ix9ine's manager, Shotty, 6ix9ine, and their crew. and this beef will play out on social media.
The Game. I remember the first time I saw The Game, he was on Love Connection. I'm older than 6'9". I saw you crying on Love Connection. Suck. You ain't no gangster. You worked out and got tough. I'm mad at this little man. What y'all mad at him for? Y'all trying to get album sales off of Tekashi 6'9".
Yeah.
Trying to hit Wack 100, you old pimple.
Right, bro.
Look at your face, you faggot ass. Niggas come to New York.
Yo, whoever this New York is, the nigga right with did the video about need the chapstick and all that. That's in the project building with the Kmart shades. Yeah, you listen. I'm not gonna tell you to suck because I ain't in the man, but I'm a very disrespectful motherfucker. I'm gonna tell your mama and your dead ass cum guzzling grandmama. Yeah, tell them to suck on the dick now. I done went way past rap because I'm not a rapper, so me and you both know what it is.
How you feel as a grown ass man with 3 kids on the internet trolling a 21 to be your son, bro? Like cut the out, bro. Let's be real. Wack 100, like let's be real. Like, come on, Wack. Come on, Wack.
No, Luce definitely
come on, Wack.
gonna
I
rap.
spoke to you on the phone a few times.
He already
you got your
rap.
energy, bro. You supporting all the way support, bro. All the way support, bro. Cut that out, nigga. Wack 100, nigga.
Wack 100.
Man, come on, bro.
Industry blood, you heard?
Industry blood,
That
nigga.
nigga industry blood. That nigga not even good in the streets, you heard? That nigga industry blood. He go with the executive. That's where he get his bags from.
Now you're probably watching this and wondering, what does this have to do with Wack and Big U? Bro, I'm getting to it. Let me cook. So Shotty will respond back to Wack 100 and tell Wack 100 that him or any of his associates are banned from New York. And if they come to New York, it's gonna be up and it's gonna be some real consequences.
That niggas holler at that. In the game, if you tough, tap me with your New York, like you said, and pull up in New York. This thing last year, y'all niggas cannot pull up in New York this year. I don't give a who you think you could call. Y'all niggas cannot pull up in New York this year. Straight way. You must not be a real gang member, because Black Wall Street is out of New York. Nigga. Double R to my real rights. Y'all know the hit, man.
Around this time, 6ix9ine and another blood rapper, Trippie Redd, were currently at odds. Now, 6ix9ine was on the East Coast under the supervision of Shotty. Trippie Redd was on the West Coast under the supervision of Wack 100. Remember, the ban wasn't just for the game or Wack 100. It was for all of their associates. Both sides had banned the other side from coming to their hometown or their respective coast. So it was doomed for somebody to call the bluff of the other side. So Trippie Redd decided he was going to call the bluff of 6ix9ine, and he was going to pull up in New York with some West Coast dudes for protection. But things didn't go as planned for Trippie Redd, because when he pulled up to New York, 6ix9ine had a bunch of goons waiting for Trippie Redd at his hotel.
6ix9ine is still a he's still a ass on him. This 6ix9ine done. He can't come to LA at all. Never again. 6ix9ine got in my 12 if it comes to bro, if 6ix9ine comes to LA,
I believe it's a possibility.
I'm in New York right now, bro. You feel me? So it's like, if y'all really think, bro, about that, bro, really go tell that, like, pull up right now, like, right now, like, cause bro, you want to know what bro did? Bro had waiting for me at my hotel, some 9 Trey niggas. As soon as I walk in the building, hit right in my mouth, nigga. Chasing
they glitter gonna chase you in the feds.
I chased the nigga myself mostly. I ran them down myself. Shout out to me, myself, and I.
6ix9ine will respond back, taunting Trippie Redd for thinking he could come to New York and go untouched.
What's going on? But I feel really bad about it. Your chin is bruised up. You just can't be out here calling people gay, bro. You can't be supporting false accusations. You can't be ranting on live, talking about I'm good in New York. Talking about New York this, New York that. Like, you just can't do that, bro. You should put some ice on that chin. It's bruised up. I feel bad, bro. And you can't just start snitching and say It was the non-trade. You can't do that, bro. It's not gangster. That's not. I just want you to be my friend again. 1400, you know I told the pole. 6'9", you know I told the pole.
When Wack 100 found out that Trippie Redd got touched in New York, even though he had some West Coast dudes with him for protection, Wack 100 was pissed, and he wanted to know how this took place.
Here's our
How did
content
this happen?
right here.
Who let Trippie Redd
Free
get
Big
touched?
U in the chat.
This led to a huge altercation between Wack 100 and Trippie Redd's security guard Avery Mitchell at Big U's shop.
What happened was they was having words over the 6'9", and Trippie Redd situation. Avery was bodyguard for Trippie Redd at the time.
Okay.
And 6'9" and his crew rolled down on Trippie Redd now. And then we called, and I'm like, hold on, y'all rolled down on them, but my family is the security. And that's how that got. So then the dude got on the phone, and the play was coming together. So somehow they ended up having words, because they just never liked each other from a relationship that they had over one of the other bodyguards.
Right.
So we ended up meeting up at my shop, not for them to get down, but it was just for us to square it off. And then now you got to remember, Dog is with me.
Right.
So it don't matter if you with me. It's my job to protect you. So you straight if you with me wherever we at. So him and bro was having words. So we was going in the shop. I didn't even have a chance to open the gate. Dog, get off on Avery. Boom, bang. And don't do nothing to Avery.
CJ, I see
Oh,
that.
he just ate
I
that?
just wasn't mentioning it.
Ate it. That's why this nigga never stand in front of me. Ever. Because he know I know. Avery ate it. I can be trouble. Avery, you want it? Avery like, nah, we good. I'm gonna let that go. So Avery is playing him. Avery just waiting like, woo, woo, you know, Avery talking like, man, nah, we good. We gonna let it go. Woo. Then Avery easy. When Avery easy, Avery get off on him. Bow, bow. he grabbed the thing. Yeah, he grabbed his thing like, man, I put everything on. Then I was like, man, hold on, man. Ooh. Then, it go like it go. You feel me? But he only by himself. So he ain't finna get trap treated. He ain't finna get nothing. He ain't finna nothing. He finna get, you know what I mean? He ain't by himself. He with me. So he was with a whole lot of people.
Right.
So we break it up. Now we like, man, y'all even, because they be like, nah, I want mine back.
Come out like he did, boy.
Hey, then we like, okay, now. Hey, we like, now we can get in. He was like, nah, man, I'm cool.
Wack 100 showed up one deep in territory that wasn't his. Now, even though he couldn't hold it against Big U, he still felt a certain type of way that Big U allowed him to get fired on and ain't really do nothing or join him in, in demonstrating and on the other guy. Now, even though he really couldn't hold it against Big U, this was, the first instance in their friendship to where, there was some bad blood there because of what took place. It wouldn't be soon after this that their friendship would hit another bump in the road. Wack 100 would explain this bump in the road as the beginning to the end of their friendship and the catalyst for a lot of the issues we see them having today.
I ain't never seen so pressed to have an issue with it about some business that he conducted for himself that had nothing to do with it. Truth be told, all this started behind the studio that I built. See, I ain't never even told the story, but I got all the text messages. She said it was about Suge. No, that was to put the icing on the cake. I let the studio go because I didn't want to let you use the studio we built. Yo, Wack got this open space, but it could take 8 rooms or 6 rooms. All right, which one with me? Well, I ain't got the money to finish the construction. All right, so what you saying? Well, Wack, I give you a room and it just be your room if you just give me like 100, 150 to help me finish the studio. Well, if you give me that room, can't nobody use that room, right? Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get a room the game. Here go to 150. This how I want games run. Knock this wall out, make it a little better. If you gotta combine two, that's on you. This what it is. I'm gonna give you the money up front. There you go, right. There you go to play. When the time we get the room for 12 months, I ain't paying for no studio time. After 12 months, I give you your rate. Cool. All right, Curry. He take my 150, build the studio out. Game is over there working while he building the studio out. I get a phone call. Hey, man, what up? Call and ask you a question. What's that? Could Big U use your studio? Why would you call and ask me something like that, bro? Why would you even put my name in a conversation like that? If you got 7, 8 other rooms, tell them which one of your rooms you got available and simply tell them that room ain't available. Don't nobody go in that room anyway. We got our own locks on it. Next thing I know, man, bro, it's a problem with me using the studio? Yeah, bro, because it ain't your room. It ain't my room. And it shouldn't even put my name in the conversation with you about a room. He got 7 other rooms over there. Everything in that room belongs to that man. He's going to the studio, smoking and drinking and spilling. Man, you act like, man, listen, bro, I'm not acting like I'm not having no conversation with you. That's his room. We paid for it. I'm not going to have this conversation.
Wack 100 would describe this as the moment that permanently changed their friendship, because that's when they sort of stopped looking at each other as best friends or really close homies.
Real quick, this is a good statement. MITM Adamsville say the state can stash a witness out without full witness protection. Okay, but how do we know it's going to be a state case, bro? If they alleging RICO with other cases, other crimes, and all kind of other acts, not just the no jumper, what you call it, saying IBM in RICO indictment, that's the feds, bro. So we don't know who would have jurisdiction or how they're prosecuting this case, but Burbank has received a report of the assault, robbery, and whatever else that alleged happened.
Homies, and they sort of distance themselves from each other over this particular conflict over the studio. Now, Wack will claim that shortly after this particular incident, that Big U and Suge Knight will go to E1 and try to steal Wack 100 contracts from behind his back.
I took personal note. So when the shit happened with my label, it was just like the last straw.
What do you mean your label?
Yeah, he went to my label back when Alan Grumblack was there.
What label is this?
E1.
Oh.
Suge Knight on the phone, and Suge Knight tells him when Wack contracts expire,
they don't
re-up with him. Give him the Big U. This the only dude Wack is scared of in L.A. Right?
Suge told Alan Grumble.
Right. We're on Big U's phone. Big U's there, right? Now, this is a motherfucker I done looked out for, helped his son beat cases, defended his son in night fights, gun fights.
You talking about Big U now?
Yeah, I didn't help him with his mortgage. I didn't help him hustle. I didn't introduce him, gave him plugs, all this. So I'm scratching my head like, so, you know, they tell him, we done made millions of dollars with this man. Only he's a businessman. He's off. I got to ask you to leave my office.
Up no better,
they didn't want
to
tell me at first. And they told me. So in my head, I give Big U the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Suge sent him in there. He didn't know what Suge was going to say.
Damu,
I'm going to give it a week. And maybe Big U will call and be like, yo, I went up in there to take this meeting, and this crazy motherfucker started saying this. That ain't what came out of my mouth. That what came out of his. After a week, and there was another homie on the phone that you've talked to before, right? And I called him, bro, you really wasn't my label like that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he copped to it. Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to hear that shit.
Big U will respond back to Wack 100 allegations of betrayal by saying that it's just not true. He would deny ever going to E1 with Suge Knight to steal contracts from Wack 100. He would even say that's not even possible to do. And he will also deny the call that Wack 100 claimed took place between him and Wack 100 to where Big U would confess to it. Big U would say those are all lies and Wack 100 just made it out the blue.
One, I have never been to Alan Grumblack's office about a deal. I just heard about this one too. For Wack 100 company, because you can't do that. If you know the music business, and I'm pretty sure you do, in the podcast business, nobody can go get nobody's contract.
That's the most ridiculous shit I ever heard. And 2, since I ain't never done it. 3, boy can't come tell me to bow down to nothing. If I went to go get something, me and Suge, do the math. So me and Suge is scared of Wack? I don't know. But secondly, why would who on his roster would I be trying to go get? At what time did this supposed to happen? This would have didn't happen before he had Blueface. So the only person in his roster he would have had would have been who? Gang? That's my nephew. He ain't had no hitting song. Ray J album under him flopped. Okay, do the math. Because now they know I'll be hearing them say, pull out receipts, pull out receipts. Secondly, he's the master of phone recording. Why he ain't got me recorded apologizing to him or saying, why he ain't got a text message from me and him talking about this?
Big U would say that never happened. Wack 100 would claim it did happen, and that was actually the end of their friendship. After Big U allegedly did that, Wack 100 would say he could never look at Big U the same again, and that was effectively the end of their friendship. However, it never made it to the public. Nobody knew that Big U and Wack 100 was feuding. They actually beefed for 15 months before the public knew anything about it. And the only reason the public found out that Wack 100 and Big U was beefing was, well, because of Hassan Campbell. The Hassan and Wack 100 saga began when Wack 100, Hassan Campbell, 6ix9ine, and DJ Academics did a joint podcast. Now, during this podcast, Wack 100 asked Hassan Campbell about something really sensitive.
Now, we got to ask this question because I'll be a bitch-ass nigga if I did.
Let's go.
Because this question always arises with you. You done did time. You done caught a couple bodies. Everybody want to know, where was your enemy to rape because this man did something to you when you was a youngster, right?
Shout out to Damu.
So everybody want to know what happened to that energy when it came to you revenging your manhood with that man.
I don't have it in me to kill that man because even though he violated me as a child, he protected and fed my mother's kids when my mother was going through certain shit.
That ain't got nothing to do.
I'm not finished. No, I like my mother, but my mother was coming up short. My mother had 6 kids. And that man was putting food in my refrigerator when I was 9 and 10 and 11 years old, when my mother wasn't there to put that food in that fucking refrigerator.
Yeah, but that nigga wasn't doing that. Just to do that, he putting food in the refrigerator because he's violating you, putting something in you, bro.
It will be this conversation that will lead
to... Can I say something regarding that?
Between Wack 100 and Big U that we're currently witnessing.
You see how he stopped Hassan Campbell and was like, and kind of like chastised him on that?
Yeah.
Why he didn't have that energy with 6ix9ine?
Because that's his friend.
You know, he didn't, like, you chastised this man for not doing something to the dude that violated him, right? And all of that. But you got on stage with a snitch and promoted it, and you didn't say, well, you will represent you. Hey, listen, Tekashi, you are a symbol of the Damus, the Bloods. You can't be out here snitching on niggas. He didn't do none of that. On top of that, you didn't even do nothing to the nigga who touched your booty, nigga. That's probably why you like your booty touched.
Oh, his uncle.
Right. Why he out here pressing somebody on why they didn't do something. You ain't do nothing to the nigga that popped your underlives your brother. You ain't did nothing to the nigga that touched your ass, and you ain't caught no fades. But yet you let's get back to the content.
Yes, sir.
You see, Hassan Campbell left this conversation feeling as if it was productive. He didn't leave the conversation feeling played. He actually left the conversation feeling like him and Wack 100 was on good terms, even though Wack 100 told him, a man stuck something in him. But Wack 100, on the other hand, left this conversation feeling like he played Hassan Campbell. Wack will go on to say that he deliberately said that to Hassan Campbell's face to get a reaction out of him. right, to agitate him. After the interview, Wack 100 would make his true feelings about Hassan Campbell be known on a Clubhouse call with Hassan Campbell and others.
Conversation. Let's get back to the time.
I had a whole lot to say. My only problem is that it was too many voices at a table. You know what I mean? So sometimes you lose your point or you get over talked. But if you listen to my PowerPoints and my conversation, I didn't come there to sit down and make games. Tekashi 6ix9ine, when I said to Tekashi 6ix9ine that he is actually a king right now, I meant that. That man has more than 25 million of the youth that's listening to him. He got a large percentage, and I want niggas to listen real careful.
He's not a king, he ain't influence, bro. Nah, that don't even make sense, my nigga.
All right, but you're not letting me finish saying what I have to say.
Hey, bro, first of all, I'm gonna be real,
Don't
bro.
say nigga, say 6ix9ine.
Now, hold on, bro.
You
I'm gonna
can't
be
blame
real.
everybody
First of all,
on
let's be real. You was the smallest nigga in that room. We talking about, nigga. You trying to get your bag and get your platform. So, nah, nigga, you ain't finna sit on the side of me and talk all this Martin Luther King shit like that's what's real, bro. Fuck all that. When you called him a king, I called you on that shit. Hey, it ain't his fucking job to be their fucking dad. They all told you they grew up with the little nigga, they the same age. That's their homeboy. That's the position they taking. That's it. Whatever business they got, that's it. You ain't playing daddy, nigga, because you steadily talking about pulling out and killing a nigga. So stop being this hypocritical ass shit, bro. You got a podcast. I got a podcast. We all sat at the table with this man that you want to continue to call a rat. You openly said this man helped you. Nigga, you received the help. You could have said, nah, you a rat. I don't want your help. Yo, bro, cut that shit out, bro. Everybody out there for a play. Fuck all this serious Martin Luther King shit, because that ain't what that is, bro. That's disrespectful to bring that shit to that table when it's an entertainment play going on. That's it, and that's all.
Now, it's unclear if Wack 100 already had pre-existing feelings towards Hassan Campbell, but Wack 100 would be really upset and angry that Hassan Campbell was trying to preach positivity, was trying to enlighten, was trying to exist on a higher plane, speak consciousness into the room. Wack 100 would say that it's an entertainment podcast, and Hassan Campbell trying to teach 6ix9ine and his homies are trying to give them positive game. It wasn't a place for it. Now, this will lead to Hassan Campbell questioning Wack 100's motives and saying, wow, didn't Wack 100 have this energy in person? Wack 100 would take offense to this, and Wack 100 will go over the top and take it there with Hassan Campbell.
Why you so much madder now over the internet than when we was face to face?
Oh, hey, boy, you better go watch that. Everything I said, Hassan, everything I'm saying now, I said it that fucking
yeah,
tape.
but then you run the clubhouse.
He called you a comic. He called you a comic in the interview, bro.
Wack,
you running from your questions, folks.
Hey, bro, you was out of line. Hey, I don't even think hey, bro, you know what you made that man look like, bro? Nigga, you asking the nigga that got you in here for money, nigga, because you fucked up, bro. I hope he told you to do that, bro.
Listen, my whole thing is like this, right? I'm past that. Tekashi got past that. That's for one. For two, what I'm not past is the fact that my niggas ran to Clubhouse and started telling niggas in your room like I was soft or something, or I was intimidated, or you punked me in that room, or anybody punked me in my room.
This ain't his room. Hey, look, bro, this ain't my motherfucking room, but check it out, though, bro. Wait. Check it out. Hey, look, bro, Paul Rudo, nigga. Hey, if it's gonna come out of my mouth, it's gonna come out of my mouth. Everything I said right there. Wasn't between niggas, but air and atmosphere, bro. So don't come in this motherfucker like you heard me say something. If niggas got their little narratives, that's their narratives, nigga. I said everything right there.
Right, well,
you didn't do nothing to the nigga that fucked you in the ass. I said it right there, dog. Don't stop, say, blood. Don't come in here. Look, nigga, don't get mad at me because another nigga. Hold on, bro. Don't get mad at me because another nigga put some shit up in there, bro.
Hassan Campbell left the podcast not feeling played, but he left that Clubhouse conversation feeling played and disrespected. And he wanted revenge on Wack 100 for saying that to him. Because these two dudes lives on opposite coasts, right? They're never going to meet each other and fight and tussle. So they have to play the internet game. So Hassan Campbell decided that he was going to release some recorded audio from a phone conversation between himself and Wack 100, where Wack 100 would divulge to Hassan Campbell that he's seen a sex tape with Nipsey Hussle, a girl, and another man. And he would also tell Hassan Campbell that Big U is the biggest snake out here. Now, that leak audio will be the first time the world will find out that Wack 100 and Big U are at odds.
Nipsey got killed by his own homeboy, bro. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gang shit on him, bro. Also, my mouth, we got all the footage. Wow. Yeah, nigga, he paying a nigga to fuck his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga's dick. Nipsey behind the bitch fucking her. He pulls his dick out the bitch, go grab the bitch by her hair, pull her mouth off the nigga dick, tongue kiss the bitch, and put her mouth back on the dick. Neighborhood crib. You know the footage, bro. They know I got it. They know I got it. They know I got it, bro.
Yo, isn't that Big U niece or some shit like that, Joe?
Fuck no, bro. Big U, bro. Big U is the biggest kind of snake you can find, bro. You act like he fuck with you, bro, but it all be for a motive. Listen, bro, I got it on my text message. I'll show you when I see you. But the nigga Nipsey died. Big U sends me the contract talking about help me go after the 30%. I say, bro, you wasn't going after 30% when he was alive. You feel me?
Right.
What kind of shit is that, bro?
The masses was confused because people thought that Wack 100 and Big U was still inseparable. They were still best friends and locked in. So when they heard Wack 100 telling Hassan Campbell that Big U attempted to extort Nipsey Hussle's estate for 30%, or that Big U is a huge snake, they were confused and they didn't understand why Wack was saying this, and they thought Wack 100 was gossiping behind Big U's back. Wack 100 actually clarified on a joint stream with academics and Hassan Campbell that him and Big U hadn't been cool for 15 months prior to that conversation. So he wasn't gossiping or talking behind Big U's back. He was saying, you know, what he would say to Big U's face to Hassan Campbell.
You laughing, I'm laughing. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Flacco, you capping. He ain't never gonna say no shit like that to Big U face. He got Big U address. Why he ain't pulled up? Stop the cap.
Bro, see where you went wrong.
Yo, Wack.
Is
Yo, can't y'all squash this?
Hey, this where you went wrong is when you said I had you on the three-way with Big U and Big U didn't know it. What you don't know is me and Big U ain't talking 15 months on the phone. We don't even fuck with each other. That's where you went wrong, dummy.
Oh, so
that's where you went wrong. But so basically, you an East Coast nigga, and you don't know those politics.
So basically, what you did was you called another nigga on the phone to pretend to be Big U.
Big U wasn't on the phone. Big U voice is Big U voice.
Even though Wack 100 calling Big U a snake caught the public by surprise, it didn't catch Big U by surprise. As a matter of fact, it didn't look like it bothered Big U at all, because Big U will respond back to Hassan Campbell and Wack 100 on an IG live, where he will say he has no issue with Hassan Campbell, but he couldn't say the same about Wack 100.
Hassan Campbell, that's right. Hassan Campbell. I'm proud of Hassan Campbell. I ain't mad at him. If y'all dumbasses thought I would say something, I'm not Hassan Campbell. You keep fooling these dummies. I mean, I can see Hassan Campbell right now, and I would not have a problem with that man. Now, the other one, I can say this much, though. If somebody's so obsessed with another man, and they've been talking to a whole lot of other gay men all night on the phone, really? Y'all gotta stop listening to these other couple gay dudes now, you know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta start understanding if somebody is so obsessed with another man that all day long they talk about another man who does not talk about them. Like your whole life is made off of
At Hooper Service, your comfort is important. From keeping you cozy warm to comfy cool.
After the audio was out there of Wack 100 true feelings about Big U, their beef would take a violent turn really fast. On July 7th of 2022, the Game had a concert at the Novo. Wack 100 was there as well. Now, we woke up to a couple of videos and clips of people claiming that Wack 100 got touched at the concert.
Wack 100 got we not put on him. That nigga talk this shit about this his town.
I'm just saying, you talked about every set.
Hold on.
Every guy.
Hold on, y'all hear they verse.
Nigga talked about every gang, every set. Nigga got there, got shocked out, ran to the front, and jumped off game stage. Nigga slid out that motherfucker. That nigga's officially a buster.
What's your version of it?
My version is, man, Tiny Draws put them motherfucking bombs on that nigga.
Hold on, we ain't doing no names now. We ain't doing no names.
He put them bombs, he got his motherfucking head knuckled up. Hey.
Y'all hear that?
Hey, listen. He gonna remember the Novo, nigga. If he don't remember nothing else in his life.
Big Gatto and his homies would allege that Tiny Draws punched Wack 100 3 times during the Game concert at the Novo. Now, Wack 100 would quickly respond back to the allegations that he got punched at the Novo by showing his face and showing that he didn't have any type of damage or scratches on him, and he would tell people to cut it out and call cap on the story.
Knock it off. Knock it off. It's weird, bro. I don't mind you telling the truth, but stop lying. Cut the lies out. 20, I ain't nothing.
Under that left eye is swollen.
Fuck out of here.
Can't really stand with all of them craters, moon craters in his face.
You know what time it is. I ain't gonna keep speaking. Know what it is. Knock them lies out to him. You know what I'm saying? Should have took the video and showed the whole surroundings and showed what it was. I'm gonna leave it like that. Knock it off. It's 1:20 in the morning. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with me. It's talking about you stomp me out, some payout shit, rush me and all this sort of shit. One swing and a square off is not a rush. Fuck out of here with that shit.
Now, there's no footage of this altercation, which I do think is bizarre because if Wack 100 got punched in public, there would be footage of Wack 100 getting punched. So whether or not you believe this is real.
See, Flacco, you be pushing these false rumors, talking about it ain't no footage. We definitely released footage, and you could definitely see it was a physical altercation. And Wack 100 trying to push up off of it right before he runs on to the Game stage with Kanye West. So, Wack, I don't know, Flacco, you over here. We're going to have to show that footage next, and then we're going to start pulling people up. We only got 10 more minutes.
Real or not is based on who word you think is credible. Now, Tiny Draws, the man who allegedly punched Wack at the Novo, he confronted Wack on Clubhouse, and they had an argument about exactly what took place that night. Tiny Draws will claim that he put hands on Wack. Wack will claim that is all cap.
You chilling with the answer?
Put that on Pyro, nigga. Who am I even talking to? You talking to Tiny Draws, nigga. Put that on Pyro. Talking about the busted nigga that looked me in my face. Put that on Pyro. Hey, look. All you gotta do, because we ain't gotta do no yelling. We ain't gotta do none of that, bro. Put that on Pyro. Who is you, though, bro? This is Tiny Draws, Cash. Well, what are we talking about? We talk about what happened when you walked up them stairs, nigga. Put that on Pyro. What happened? You didn't get smacked in your head, and you didn't get socked in your face. Touch me, nigga. What did you talking about? Bro, put that on Pyro. Why is you nigga? You want me to put that on Pyro? Hey, you did you or no other nigga? Bro, put that on Pyro. You or no nigga ever touch me? Man, look, I'm not. Bro, your uncle Big Draw got drew down on. You put everything on Pyro. Put that on Pyro, nigga. When you came up them stairs, nigga smacked you in your head. Put that on Pyro. My head. Where you? Nigga, put that on Pyro. Put that on Pyro. You didn't run on that stage. Y'all sent the picture with my eye circle like it was my eye. Bro, so was it my head or my eye?
I put that on your raggedy ass mama.
Put that on Pyro, bro.
Nah,
that's all you gotta do. You put everything else on Pyro. Put that on Pyro, a nigga didn't smack
your mama.
Put that on Pyro. That's all you got to do.
Coincidentally enough, a month prior to this incident, Wack 100 was on the CJ Maxx show, and he would say that he has some regret with how things played out with Big U, and if he could turn back the hand of time, then he would make it right with Big U.
Something I want to ask you, since we on that. First of all, the first thing I want to ask you, I know you skilled at war. You've been through it. With the penitentiaries, the streets, thing. Do you think that is smart to build so many enemies all around you? Or do you consider it a full circle around you? Because you're stacking up numbers right now, brother.
Well,
or you seem to be.
This is the thing. When I look at the whole layout, it's probably only one person out of everything you've been seeing going on that I wish it could have been different.
Right.
Let's cut this off real quick. We finna go to this video since he talking about he didn't get slapped. Y'all want to see this video? Go to my videos on Active Chucks, and you'll be able to see this. Hit that like button up in here. Y'all in the bushes. Y'all not paying attention, huh? Let's go.
Damu, Kiwe.
Los Angeles. And Mario's World. Let's go.
Bro, it was epic, bro. You had to be there, bro. So look, I'm on the phone with you. I'm on the phone with TD. You know what I'm saying? We on the phone, chopping it up, talking about our album and shit, our music.
Oh yeah, Memphis. Welcome. You don't know what's going on, do you?
All right, boom, I get a phone
You
call
gonna
like,
find out soon.
Tonight, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Corrupt performance. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm already on Olympics, so I basically bust a bitch. Boom. Because it's like, they go on, when it start? Oh, right now. Oh, damn. Oh, I bust a bitch. Boom. I head to the motherfucking Novo. Boom, I get to the Novo. When I walk in, I see the nigga True Car. That's my little bro. See True Car. Yeah, True Car, stretch hands, 9 hand, boom, bam. I try to shoot backstage. I'm thinking Corrupt back there, that's where homies at. Boom. So mind y'all, the whole time I'm thinking I'm going to, pull up on Gotti. The homie's gonna be there. He gonna perform. Everybody go home. Woo, wow, right? So when I get in there, I'm looking for the homies. I don't see the homies. I try to go backstage. They're like, can't nobody go back there. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, niggas acting weird. I'm like, all right, let me see. I'm like, where the homies at? When I call, I'm like, where everybody? Like, oh, they at the bar section. Boom. So I get over there. I see the homie. Boom. I shake his hand. I'm gonna leave some names out. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how everybody. Yeah. Boom. So I'm only gonna speak about me and TD. When we get there, boom. So I see the homie. I shake his hand. Shake the other homie hand. Boom. We chilling. We leaning against the wall. I look. The nigga I'm next to is TD. I look at TD like.
Bro, I never put that together. I just thought about the song that Spider Loke had made, right? BMW 740 Boy 1 said, Wack said, Big U got draw down on. And the feds called the case drawdown. Wow. That might have been a hint that CS2 back hands was all over this. Well, it is all over. Let's go.
He like, nigga, you didn't tell me he was coming out here. He got his hat.
What's up?
All right. He like, yeah. He laugh. I'm like, yeah, nigga, you didn't tell me he was coming out here. Nigga, I just got off the phone with you, fool. He like, yeah. So, boom, right? We go into the little bar area. We standing there, and I see this nigga TD stretching now. Oh, no. I've been around. I've been in a few fights. I've been in a few rumbles. I didn't have my time, right? When I see the homie stretching, I already know what time. So that's when it dawned on me, like, oh.
Corrupt performer with gang manager is right. yeah. So I got on my $1,100 Gucci's, right? I got on my motherfucking Gucci. So I see the homie stretching that I get to tie my shoe, but the last thing I want to lose is my shoes. You know what I'm saying? In a rumble, you can be took off on and you can still on, you can fight back, right? So anything can happen in a rumble. So in my mind, I see the homie stretching. This nigga's on the pillar really doing the stretches though. Like the real, like he in the gym stretching, gang. Right? Yeah. So as he do the stretches, I tie my shoes. I'm like, fuck. The nigga Wack come running out. Boom, shit, nigga Wack. Everybody head starts sticking up like prairie dogs. So now I know, oh yeah, we on bullshit. Right? So now when I look at everybody, you know what I'm saying, we probably like 36 inside the spot. So when I look at everybody, when Wack went by, he went by like a movie, it's like a little short nigga running, right? And the nigga got like 7 foot tall niggas with him, right? So I'm like, damn, that nigga got 7 foot tall niggas with him. So when he run by, it's probably 3 niggas with him. When they run by, boom, they run by all the homies.
Was one of them, does that include Kanye West and and his bodyguard?
No, so when they first ran by, I'm guessing he went to go get Kanye. You understand what I'm saying? So because when they run by, it's only 3. When they run back, it's 5. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna break the Kanye shit down to you because Kanye at that time is not Kanye. You know what I'm saying? When I'm telling the story, Kanye is not Kanye. Kanye is just a nigga in all black boots with an all black jacket, all black pants with a black ski mask. So in our eyes, he looked like security. Right. You get what I'm saying? That's not a nigga he went to go get Kanye. That's not what I'm thinking at the time. So boom, when he run back by, it's 5 niggas now. So now the 30, so what he don't know is when he got through that last door, we was behind him. 30 niggas got up and we own that nigga ass. Pause. No diddy. We slide, boom. So when we get this, because we not knowing that's Kanye West. So when we go straight, he must have made a right straight to the stage. You get what I'm saying? Boom. Yeah. When we go straight, we go up the stairs. When we go up the stairs, we looking like, where does this nigga go? All the other niggas that was with Blueface, all the other little straggly, maybe bloods, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? They was all there. So everybody kind of know this is where it turned into some training day shit. Ready? So boom. Now niggas is seeing when Wack move, niggas is moving.
There, right there.
They like, oh, all right.
Hold on. Bam, now there go Kanye. So we gonna back it up and Wack right behind him in a white t-shirt. Watch that white t-shirt. We gonna back up 5 minutes. Look to your right. You gonna see an arrow.
Seeing when Wack move.
Right over here. You see one dude and then you see a white t-shirt over here. Let's go.
Niggas is moving. So they know they like, oh, all right. Them niggas is
one more time.
So boom. Now niggas is seeing when Wack move, niggas is moving. So they know they like, oh, all right. Them niggas is here to fuck Wack up. So boom, when we go upstairs, we sitting right there by DJ Quick. We at DJ Quick dressing room. We at the top of the Novu. So if you know the Novu, it's a hallway, and it's a similar hallway right upstairs. You just gotta go up that stairs. So that stairs, it makes like a spiral. You know?
All right, that's it. And then we don't even need to get into the rest of Poetic Flacco's video, man. Y'all hit that like button. Finna drop the link. Where was the Mo 3 sector at? Y'all can come up. Yayo, you got anything you want to speak on that video while I'm dropping the link? And I think it was self-explanatory for the most part. I dropped the link.
Very
come
much
up here. Any disrespect or trolling, you're out of here. What you were saying, no, King?
No, I was saying, brother, very much so. The video was very self-explanatory. Wack CS2 back did not want to go back down the way he came in because he was getting pressed for being the buster. You know what I'm saying? And on the West Coast, you can't be no buster custer, you know, and that was just what it was. He got hollered at in real life.
No, that was him. Scoop, you must be slow calling Cap, because that definitely was him. But go ahead, bro.
Nah, most definitely. And that ain't the only time he done got his shoulder tap, you know, but at the end of the day, that video is self-explanatory. And for everybody that, even for Poetic Flacco saying there's no video, well, the video's there with very high and deep edification and explaining step by step to show you how he got off the stage. So there you have it. Salute to the content. Salute to Deuce M's. You already know where y'all sitting at. Damu Kiwe. Conversations.
I dropped the link. Ain't nobody came up. We gonna give them about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If they don't come up in about 5 minutes, we out. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I want y'all to see this. Day one from my section. All right. I was talking about drop the link. We dropped the link, and now y'all ain't even here. Fuck that bus over, man. Shotgunner, where you from? Where you at with it, man?
Man, what's up with you, Deuce? I'm from upstate New York, man. How you, man?
Okay, what, Syracuse? Where you at upstate?
Oh, Rochester.
Rochester, that's what's up. Oh, man,
How
I'm
you,
blessed, man. What's on your mind, though?
Man, big fan. Shout out to you too, y'all, man. Just disgusted with these niggas, man. I guess, you know what I mean, the nigga from with the ant nigga, I guess they brought this nigga or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like his compromising statements that he go back and forth with, like, and he coming at you, like, you know what I mean, like you guys didn't come out with the content. I feel like certain dudes out here is coming out like they exposing CS2 back, and you wasn't even the type of dude to even like try to take credit for it. You just pushing it out to the community. But like, I don't know, man. These cats out here is fake, man, and I ain't really jacking it. But it's just like I feel like that dude compromised. You know what I'm saying? And he's like I just feel like it was a play the whole time, man. What if this dude was working? You know what I'm saying? Just like I'll be in the comments, but like I said, I think the nigga Compton Rick Rock working too. These niggas never speak bad on this nigga CS2 back and never had nothing bad to say about him. But then like he had the nerve to call Big U a sucker. He thought he was a sucker because Big U, before he went in, he was warning the public that these niggas is working. Like, but he never spoke against CS2 back, naming the paperwork about him screaming Big U, Eugene. Like, that's clearly whack. And he clearly was wired up that night of the concert.
Hey, well, I don't think you too far off. I kind of seen it from a similar position. I'm not gonna speak on the internet no more until me and him holler, and then we'll be able to speak up on it. That's just how we get out on the West Coast. We ain't gonna keep going back and forth. Wack doesn't get afforded that much respect because he already been summoned. He's not good within his community, and he's a rat. But hey, Shotgunner, man, thank you for the support, King, and for even coming up here, man, and sharing your opinion. We definitely value your opinion. And hey, man, you hold your head. Stay tuned in, man, and make sure you join the club, man, the subscriber club, and salute. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You already know, man. Shout out to the West Coast, man. East to the West, man.
East to the West, lock and low. Told us the name of his shop. His shout out to Hairline Cuts, also called Hood Life Cuts or HL Cuts. That's the homie Kid the barber. Always tapped in when we going live while he over there getting his chalupa, getting niggas fly. You under dig? If you need a cut and you in the area, tap in. The homie Kid the Barber got it cracking. Till then, we finna play this song, man. Yeah, what you want to say before we go, bro? Take us out. We can't hear you. I guess he having technical difficulties, but salute to everybody that pulled up to the Damu and Kiwe conversation. You was now enjoyed a nice content cycle from the Kiwe pop star and Duke Sims. Together, that collective is known as the Damu and Kiwe conversation. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. And no, I can't hear you, bro. But make sure y'all hit that like button on your way in. To the next time, tap in, turn on them notifications. We'll be live tomorrow with a big announcement. Step in, tap in, let's go.